I've got most of the stuff in it at the moment. You can see how my brakes work. There's a bit of slop there, and it'll come up and do its last little piece, and then that tube can go down, and we can adjust the brakes of the last little piece that works the cylinder with those screws there. This one here is also got a little bit of play in it. There's a pin through there and it's slotted, and that slot is the makeup of what this gives 20 and that gives 10, so there's another 10 mils of slop, so it takes up and then pushes, and then it takes up and pulls, and there's a little bit of slop in there. Lining up these chains was a bit of a pain in the neck, because it's actually very hard to get down into there to work. I was going to put a body pan, a bolt-on body pan, but I didn't in the finishing. As you see, there's very little room up underneath there to work at all. This was today's project. I took the original air filter that used to sit up on top around the side of the motor, and I made a new manifold and a new backing plate so that this will just sit in there. I've got to figure out a throttle linkage, but I think I might have to send away and get a really you know, like a 15 kg remote servo unit for that, because that the throttle linkage is actually a quite hard pull on it, especially if you want to pull it right out as part of that choke. So to pull the throttle on full and then past the full is the choke, and that's not a good idea for this, because on full noise it'll overrun the clutch and it'll start tracking while you're trying to start it up. So it may just, cold starts might just have to be ether. Yeah, I've got all the tracks and all the little bits and pieces all done on it. That's looking good. There's now a bodywork that has to go up over here. I think I've got cut out the holders for the bodywork, so that angle steel will be there, and the bodywork will come off the angle steel up to here and then across, and I'll have to have a lot of foam rubber just glued to that, so that bodywork will come down hard on this foam and there'll be an intake. This thing here will be heaps of air and induction for that. It might be a little bit warm because it'll be cooling this down as well, but I think the warm air into the carburetor will be alright. Not much else to do. I think the only thing I haven't got yet is I should have gone into town today and see if I could get a head gasket for that blown head gasket in there, and a battery. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put a battery yet. If I get a little one, I might be able to stick a battery just on this side here, but maybe down in there, I don't know yet. All the rollers are on. If you wind this machine, it'll start moving. Takes a bit of grunt to move it. I hope it's hope that clutch has got enough power in it. The only thing is if it overrides the clutch. I mean, we can put a powerful clutch in. It's supposed to be for a 12 to 18 horsepower, I think. I bought it about 3 years ago. Oh well. The next job for me is making this, making the hood for it. I'm out of 3mm steel at the moment, 3mm plate. So even the 3mm plate for this hood, it's going to be a pretty heavy hood even. The exhaust is going to come down here. I'll see if I can't put a little muffler across here, and out of that muffler I'll have two exhausts coming out here. I was going to have the exhausts straight up in the air, 2 exhausts straight up, but I might leave that one. Might be easier just to put it down here, and then when the lid comes off you're not trying to get around the exhaust. But with the exhaust I could have put 2 little mufflers on the top, which would have been handy, but a big long muffler in here wouldn't go down too bad. There's enough room for it. In fact, there's enough room just here for a big battery too. Put a car battery just in there, because it's down far enough. Oh, I might sit up. Yeah, be too close to the there. Never mind. That's where we're up to. So hopefully, the next time that I have another video on it, I'll be either starting it up for and giving it a run, or else we'll be finish the bodywork and just show you a shot of all the bodywork. Now after I do that, if it runs, I don't know if it's running, it might be a very expensive wall hanging yet. Put a picture frame out and hang it on the wall. I haven't got the radio control gear, so I'm going to pinch the radio control gear out of my 6x6 and just put some simple, I've got a simple radio for that one, I'll stick back into it. Till next time.